Rocky didn't say thank you after the president helped get Rocky released from Sweden and returned to the U.S. with criminal charges hanging over his head. And now others who helped get the president involved are also upset at the rapper. One of those people is Pastor Darrell Scott, the leader of Trump's National Diversity Coalition. He joins me from Cleveland tonight. Pastor Scott, welcome to the program again.
Thanks for having me.
So, Pastor, does President Trump think A$AP Rocky is ungrateful, or is that coming from you and other Trump associates?
That's coming from myself and my business partner, Kareem Lanier, because we ran point on helping to get Rocky freed from the penitentiary. And the one condition, the one stipulation I gave him personally, the White House didn't attach any stipulations to it, but the one stipulation I gave him personally before we even began to advocate for him was, if this does indeed come to pass, the least you can do is say thank you. Right. He said that to his manager John Eman, to his entertainment lawyer Damian Granderson. I made that very clear. After we get this done, I need you guys to say thank you. And it didn't even have to be a public thank you. It could have been a private thank you.
Right.
They didn't say thank you at all.
No, thank you at all. So there's no question, though.
Thank you at all.
The White House made calls and helped broker A$AP Rocky's release, and I would say anyone in that situation would be grateful for the president's help. But it's more complicated than that, isn't it? I mean, especially for African Americans and other minorities in relation to President Trump. Many see the president as hurting more than he's helping. Do you think that could be why A$AP Rocky hasn't been more gracious?
If that's the case, then don't ask for help. If you think he's that polarizing, if you think he's hurting that much, then don't reach out and ask him for his help. They came to us in desperation. They told us we have no other recourse. Please help us. And then A$AP's manager even said to me, listen, if the serial killer helps us get out, I will thank the serial killer. I just know we want to get our guy out of jail, and we don't care who helps him. But then you got to listen, you got the most powerful man on the face of the planet Earth that intervened on your behalf on more than one occasion, to the extent that he even sent the United States chief hostage negotiator over there to secure Rocky's release. And in light of that guilty verdict, that Rocky has received, believe me, if President Donald Trump had not intervened, then right after that guilty verdict, they would not have let him come home. Now, they're doing it in such a way to save face by saying, well, we're going to give him time served, because they know it's next impossible to get him to come back over there to serve any time. But if he had still been in jail at the time that verdict came down, that boy would still be over there now, rotting in the penitentiary.
You're probably 100% right. But Pastor,
and he's an ungrateful son of a gun.
But Pastor, there's a bigger picture here. You know, you're a member of the president's outreach team for the African American community. But what about within the White House? Where's the diversity? Where's the outreach to bring minorities into the fold and get them a seat at the table?
There's a lot of outreach that's going on within the community, within the White House, on behalf of the black community. We've had several meetings, but the people that have participated in the meetings have requested that no cameras or no media be brought in.
But I'm talking about in terms of people who are serving in the administration, though. I mean, you don't have a lot of minorities, a lot of African Americans who were there shoulder to shoulder with the president.
But you have to understand, once again, it goes back to what we said. There's a herd mentality in the black community. Every time someone does come forward to serve or work in that administration, they are being attacked, vilified, crucified, called Uncle Tom's coon, sellout, or whatever else. People ask me all the time, why aren't there more people working in the administration? And I reply with, where were the people that worked during the campaign? Anytime a black person, such as myself, becomes associated with, with the Trump campaign or the Trump administration, automatically a lot of people call them these vicious names, but a lot of people just don't have the courage to stand in there and do it anyway.
We got to leave it at that, Pastor Darrell Scott, and let's hope that President Trump is going to get that apology, or at least that thank you from A$AP Rocky. We'll see.
Hey, listen, I'm getting satisfaction by saying this. Rocky's an ingrate.